Hello everybody, this is Jake Laboon, or Diddy Watson here. I hope you're having a beautiful day, or a beautiful night, depending on what time you're watching this, or what time you're seeing this. If you clicked on here because of the video, well, I'm sorry to say, but this is a discussion from my other video I made. Go check out my other video, it's in the description below. It might be in the recommendings for my video that you're watching right now. But I need to do this while my hamster's asleep because my hamster runs on the wheel all the time. She makes a lot of noise. And my cousin and my grandmom are in the other room, so they're kind of occupied. So, I'm out in the living room making this video. And I just wanted to tell you that the video I made a few seconds ago, or the video I put it up, I put a wrong title on there. I said Nickelodeon and Butch Hartman. This is on Butch Hartman's channel. This has nothing to do with Nickelodeon. I mean, if he wants to give it to Nickelodeon and see, this was just, I said Nickelodeon because I thought it was a Nickelodeon series, but I did more research on it. And I found this channel in the description below. So he did, it's on his official YouTube channel. Go check out Butch Hartman's official YouTube channel. So I'm going to tell you what Out There's about and why, well, 5 reasons why it should be on Nickelodeon or should be a Nickelodeon series. I mean, if he does pitch it to Nickelodeon, it's a good idea, but it's on his app and it's on his YouTube channel. So you can watch the YouTube or the app. It's called, I forgot what the app's called, but you can go and download this Butch Hartman app and you can see this first episode of Out There, or how many episodes you want. I'm not sponsoring anything. I'm just going to get into the reasons now. Reason number 5, I'm going to give you 5 reasons because I always do 5 reasons, or top 5 on this channel. It's always 5. I mean, 5 is kind of a lucky number for me. The 5th reason why I think Out There should be a series, a live action series on the Nickelodeon, is because it just has that great feel that might bring Nickelodeon back. And I still watch the Fairly Odd Parents, not as much, but I'm sorry, Butch Hartman, if you're watching this, so sorry. But I still watch the Fairly Odd Parents, but it's kind of like SpongeBob. The humor is kind of like a little bit of Drake and Josh, a little bit of Zoe 101, and a little bit of cartoons, Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob mixed together. I think that's what kind of Out There is. I mean, you would have to watch it to see it. I'm not going to obviously play it on here. I obviously have a video that I posted a minute ago saying that I actually have a full episode of it. You can watch that in the description. I posted it. Hope I don't get copyrighted issues because it is from somebody else's channel. But anyway, reason number 5 is because the comedy, it's so good. It's just so brand new from what Nickelodeon has brought, and it's kind of brand new. And it's a sci-fi comedy with a little bit of action. And I think if you add a little bit of action in this show, I think it might be a good show. Not as good as maybe if he works with Dan Schneider, like Butch Hartman and Dan Schneider like team up together. Because if you don't know, Dan Schneider was the one who wrote Drake and Josh, iCarly, Zoe 101, Victorious, Sam and Cat, and etc. All those good shows that you know and love today from Nickelodeon. So if Butch Hartman and what's his name? Oh, I forgot it. Dan Schneider. Sorry. I keep forgetting. If Dan Schneider and Butch Hartman team up to make Out There, well, I think that they have a potential to make a very good show on their hands. I think they're going to make a lot of money, more than they already do. Well, not just the money, but for the entertainment of the kids. And it's something good to watch. And you'll have it on that block of lists, like The Loud House, and then you'll have this new show, and then you'll have your SpongeBob reruns, and then you'll have like SpongeBob, and then you'll have The Loud House, and then you'll have this, and that's just a dream. that I want to become. I really want this to become a series. Number 4, the reasons why I want this to become a series, the references. Hold on. The references. Hold on.
Wes Wormhole? Probably heard of
Okay,
me. Lead singer of The Void, best band in the galaxy.
you see this shirt on this Wes Wormhole guy? He had a star on his shirt, and obviously Butch Hartman does a lot of cartoons. He's doing a lot of inspiration from cartoons that I see, because this star shirt is. I don't know if any of you guys watch Cartoon Network, but if you're happening to watch this and you do watch Cartoon Network, you do know Greg Universe, the son of Steven Universe and the TV show Steven Universe. Greg Universe's Steven Universe's father wears this shirt. Not exactly this shirt, but I think this shirt exactly. I think they got it right, but this part is ripped. And you can see, like, he doesn't wear this green thing, not this, but this shirt, the black thing with the star on it. And number 4 is the references, and I think the formula for a good show, you can't make it too competitive. You can't make it too repetitive, because if you have a formula for a show, it can't be too repetitive. That's how you can't make a good show. If you want to make a good show, it has to be show and then like have one plot do this thing, and then have the other story do this thing. Don't make it repetitive. And the references, we're on the references. You can make references to other Dan Schneider shows and other Butch Hartman shows. Like, you can say, like, oh, well, like, for example, I'm using out there for an example. You can say, like, if Dan Schneider does work on the show, well, a dream of mine now. But if Dan Schneider does eventually, well, not eventually, if Dan Schneider and Butch Hartman do work together on a TV show, you can throw in, like, oh, well, the cool guy, he says a reference from Drake and Josh, like, he plays a guitar. I mean, he already plays a guitar, so that's obviously a reference to Drake and Josh right there. But make him say a line from Drake and Josh, like, hug me, brother, or hug me, sister, to the main character, or something like that. Or he can make a famous line from Sam and Cat, or one of Dan Schneider's shows. And the references is what, or maybe they can reference other cartoons. I really don't know. Another reason why I think this should become a show is, hold on.
My kind alien lady.
The cosplay. Now you see her, for a good show, I mean, like, most shows have good cosplays, like the Power Rangers, the old original Teen Titans from Cartoon Network, Steven Universe is a good one. Can't think of any Nick shows that anybody cosplay as, but I see a lot of cosplayers for Comic-Con, and if this show does get picked up by Nickelodeon, and I really want this to become, you see her outfit that she's wearing, and the purple hair and the clothes, it'll just look so nice. Imagine walking down the street as, what's her name? I don't know her name. Forgot it. Cassie Halo. Yeah, I think that's what her name is. Cassie Halo. A little girl walking down the street as Cassie Halo. And she's, for Halloween, and she's walking down the street as Cassie Halo. And you see her and you recognize that show. That's what cosplay is. You have to recognize the TV show. But not only that, it's for fun and entertainment for Comic-Con. And this show will be, if it's a sci-fi show, I think it will bring in a popular majority of cosplayers. And since it's live action, it'll bring something new to the table. And they can reenact their favorite scene from the TV show. I'm at number 3, I guess. Number 2, the number reason is crossovers. Imagine if Casey Halo meets up with, like, Butch Butch Hartman usually does animated stuff. So what happens if he wants to animate Out There? Like, Butch Hartman and Dan Schneider can throw in a little bit of jokes, and they can animate it. Not Dan Schneider. Butch Hartman can animate it, and they can have like Game Shakers come on the show as animated characters, and they can. I don't know if Game Shakers cast ever voiced over before, but that would give them a chance to voice over, and it'll be really fun for the cast, and it'll be really fun for the other people, and it'll be a really fun experience for not just the actors, but it'll be a really fun experience for the audience in general, because they get to see their favorite live action show become a cartoon. I mean, this will be a really good opportunity, and you need to pick it up, Nickelodeon. You need to pick it up. Number 2 reason, I think the second to the last one, is number 2 reason, the famous stars that will come out of it. Just remember, I don't know her name, I have to research her name, but I don't really know her name in real life, but Cassie Halo. Just remember, if she's walking down the red carpet one day and she's gonna get a Kid Choice Award, she was like, I started on blah 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 blah. I started on Out There, and I got my acting job, and she can say all that. But that's all really for number 2. Number 1 is the spin-offs. The spin-offs in Nickelodeon shows, they are really creative. Not like the spin-off shows on Disney Channel. Not like Bunked from Jessie. Like those are just some stupid-ass shows, like, seriously. But anyway, iCarly had Sam and Cat. Zoe 101 had, or I don't know what Zoe 101 had. I wasn't around for that generation. But Victorious and iCarly had Sam and Cat, and Sam and Cat has something else, I don't know. But think of all the spin-offs that can happen from this show. Like, what happens if, like, say, for instance, the plot is basically about this, and if I didn't explain the plot to you already about there, it's basically about a girl who gets kidnapped for her home planet, which is obviously Earth, and is bringing to this diner, or some raised by an alien, and now she owns her own diner. But what happens if she, like, gets money to go back home, or somebody drives her back home? What happens if she's all grown up by then? What happens if she wants to have kids? And you can do a spin-off right there. Like, what happens if she has a little boy or a little girl, and she can do a spin-off on Earth, like she's getting used to Earth, like, because she got kidnapped when she was a baby, so she obviously is used of alien people, so she's needed to get used to Earth, and the spin-off can be her getting used to Earth, and you can have callbacks to the original show and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the 5 reasons why Out There should be a Nickelodeon show. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Check out Butch Hartman's other series. Check out Butch Hartman's YouTube channel. Check out Nickelodeon. It's a really good channel. Even check out the other channels, even if you don't like them. I mean, give Steven Universe a try, because there was a reference obviously in there. Because I saw that boy wearing the shirt, and I don't know. Just subscribe. Subscribe to Butch Hartman too. Shout out to Butch Hartman. Thank you. Goodbye.